That's just going to give them the comfort, and the comfort is what they will need going into this game. I'm also now realizing this is Zentaro, Amy, and Estelle. Lucas, which is going to be the midfielder for the side of ELEB, is likely going to pick up that Estelle because it's a more comforting pick for him. So I'm now curious if Itsuro's going to be playing an ejectless Amy in goal.
Oh, okay. I can see that, right? We've seen Strike Shot Amy, I mean, long time ago, but Strike Shot Amy was kind of the fad for a little bit of time there. I mean, y'all was like so good at that and kind of starting off the big waves with something like that. So you're getting on into it, though. We actually see Estelle as the goalie, which is fair, completely fair there. And we have the Erasmus goalie on the other side with that hotshot start. Really good starting awakenings here for Rasmus to go with it. And Josh, yeah, playing Octavio, see how it goes. But man, the first goal already, lightning fast, is going to be secured by SMG jumping on in there with the Super Surge. Pummelers also. So we are certainly looking for kills. I mean, we got Pummelers one side, same side with Siphoning one. I mean, they are ready to do some damage. Is this another EU special here?
Yeah, I'm actually very curious to see how this is going to end up, because I just noticed as well that Zero is sitting on that Super Surge, so I don't know if maybe their game plan is going to be, hey, we're going to have a little bit of a more difficult time playing with the reactions here. Let's just try to play a pseudo triple forward, making use of that range for the Estelle jump as well, so we'll see how that's going to plan out, but you can see the strikes are still being found from the side of Bang Bang as they return another goal to even out this first set.
Yeah, dangerous position here when you see Octavia grabbing some early goals and some early experience. I mean, she is just like X, except a little bit more core control on that side, where she is scale master. And they grab two barriers right off the bat, banging with a nice double. But it's actually going to be the European team here. They love Eject Button. Not even sure what to use here. ELEB as their team name here. ELEB getting a nice kill and dealing a lot of damage to Josh as well. This could be their chance to get that flip right off. Getting a barrier too. I mean, honestly, this point is looking pretty solid for the European team. As long as they can keep Josh staggered and out of the game, I like their odds right here.
Yeah, most definitely. And it's gonna have to be that, right? You're playing such a damage focus like team comp, you're gonna have to find these angles. You can even see it off of the fact that SMG has ended up picking up the pummelers here to make sure that those KOs are going to be easier to be found on those cyber swipes, on those glitch pops, as they do end up finding the KO on Josh here as well. Now, I'm not too certain on the side of Ilalira, Fudgy, and Josh in terms of where they are more comfortable in playing, but could you maybe elaborate on that a little bit, Envy? I don't think Fudgy is a midfielder.
I think Fudgy used to play midfield a whole lot, and then was playing a lot of the goalie, and then switching kind of back to the midfield role, mostly through this Nassel as well. Really just deciding to go into the midfield. It could be, you know, someone else is tired of whatever their role is playing, but now I think they're mostly the midfield player as far as last Nassel, like the ending of last Nassel pretty much. And man, securing the goal as I'm chatting about this one, right on through there. Josh, we can see, has easily the most experience. Catastrophe here for European loving Eject Button, and it's going to be Octavia. It's going to be the first one to grab their awakenings here, and it's, yeah, stacks on stacks among Titans, just the speed, right? Octavia is just looking for any kind of speed or any kind of stagger as well.
Yeah, the speed is going to be so difficult to deal with as well, right? That Octavia is going to continue to just get harder and harder to hit. Meanwhile, on the other side, ELEB is going to be looking for just damage, maybe opting for a little bit of speed as well with that Zentaro. Stacks on stacks actually being a pretty good awakening for the Zentaro itself, as the rest of the draft will commence. It does look like we do have a disconnect, so we'll hope that's going to figure itself out soon.
Come on, Europe. Get back in there. You know, you're doing fine. I get it. Octavia was the MVP. It's rough. But, you know, get back in there. Get that internet. Get that bag. Atsuro, please. Are they known for having maybe like internet problems here and there? This is just like a
it's happened one or two times before where their internet connection just died off. So it's likely just be another situation like that, as Atsuro does now connect back into the game, and we can start off this next point here as well. And SMG immediately making use of that Amy turret to get this first barrier, get a KO off Pummelers as well. Power play now in favor of Europe loves eject button. As they find the second barrier as well, might want to set up to even get a goal here as Flip comes out in front of the net from SMG, and a nice strike from Lucas actually hits it past Ilelira there to secure the first goal of the set in favor of Europe loves eject button.
Yeah, really. I mean, man, they dealt a whole lot of damage in a quick span of time there, doing everything that they can. And I mean, they've never been more inclined to dump their cooldowns on the opponent, as SMG has picked up that adrenaline rush, which makes things just so crazy when it comes to getting kills here, though. The opposing goalie is going to have a really tough time defending against that, but Josh is making waves right now. Nice hold there, but Atsuro is not going to fall for that weight, but as a little too much pressure is going to result in a barrier, a point there for Bang Bang. And I mean, the better Josh does, the harder the game becomes here for European Loves Eject Button. They might have to start doing their best to focus the damage there. Maybe if Lucas can just get those Siphoning Wand stacks on and just stop her from regenerating, that could be their out here.
Yeah, they do have to find some kind of different angle as well. It's also going to be very important for them to start to get more used to the delay that they're dealing with, right? Because it is something rather difficult to get used to. And obviously in a game like Omega Strikers, every single interaction that you lose, every single strike ward that you lose, just can set you back so much further, right? And you can see that in this game. Even if you're looking at the levels, it's not looking like it's too far snowballed into either way, right? Both teams seem to be roughly on even ground, but it's just so difficult to properly get adjusted, as again you can see that Luna Crater Maker just sending the core into both barriers from Atsuro there.
Yeah, no, you're right. Tough, really tough situation here just to get the job done and also do it on possibly 100+ ping is really going to be a difficult time here. Octavia, again, MVP, full options here. You can choose health, you could choose your cooldown, you can get whatever you want here. It's going to be cast to last to make sure that that drum and bass stays up forever. And, you know, minor catastrophe here to have cast to last and Among Titans is going to make this, even harder for the side of European Loves Eject Button. You know, cooldown for the Zentaro might work out here, though. Honestly, Rapid Fire plus Siphoning One is kind of like you never regenerate, so if we can somehow stick to one of these characters, maybe we can get those kills a little bit faster. I really do think that getting kills here is going to be their out.
Yeah, the most definitely. They do have to start looking for it, and you can see it with Lucas as well, trying to get that damage onto Fudgy, trying to get that Luna out of the map as of right now, because when you do have that power play advantage for the side of ELEB, it's going to be a lot simpler to execute, as the attacks still go through. A lot of damage being again found into Fudgy, and they do find a barrier here as well. Try to set up for a second one, but the Rasmus damage seems to be enough to put Lucas into stagger as the core goes red and flies past Atsuro there.
Yeah, core going quite fast. Fudgy and Ali are both having hot shot, making that one tough. Gonna start this ball off on the top side here, though. Atsuro taking a lot of damage there from the black hole, but not really in threat of dying, as we have Fudgy and Josh on the bottom side, easily collecting that barrier there, and the Crater Maker is going to get a kill and get a barrier here. Josh, no problem pushing it on through, had to flip if they needed it through that Sonic Boom, and it's gonna be a real quick goal there for Bang Bang. Only one little point off here, though. European Loves Eject Button. Collect yourselves, try to keep yourselves in the game. Man, it's a tough spot now.
Yeah, it's rather difficult. It's mainly boiling down, right? Because the thing is, for Europe, right, it's always going to be a difficult matchup, and going into a team like Bang Bang, obviously not something very great to be running into. It's also, because of the ping differences, usually a bit difficult, because you're really just gambling. If you're not getting a server that's borderline playable, it's difficult to find winning avenues, and I feel like this was one of the games that kind of showcases that problematic. So as much as you want to participate in NA tournaments, ping is a factor, and obviously you can't like account for that properly. So sometimes it just be what it is.
Yeah, if any of you guys in chat are wondering, well, gee, why is one of these teams playing on 130 ping and why is the other team playing on 40 ping? It's an NA tournament. You know, EU does have their own set of tournaments here and there that they will have no problem hosting. And hey, if and NA tries to go over to EU, where gonna be stuck with 130 ping, try not to infiltrate these tournaments, especially with the stakes. Big sponsor here from Cakes though, $2,000 prize pool tournament. I mean, it's big right now, so we can't really account for all the situations here, especially with the EU trying to come in hot and give it a good go there. Honestly, I saw some waves. I saw some
Hmm.
potential there for the European team. They had some good coordination, but yeah, the ping making things just so difficult. That's sometimes the result here.
Yeah, most definitely. And hey, the players themselves, if you do want to see them be played right on a more comfortable ping, you can look out for the USL season. It has happened. It's going to continue to happen as well. Think of it like Nassel, but for you. And obviously, all of these players are involved over there. All of them shine as well. So if you might have a little bit more interest in how they are going to do, you can keep your eye out for that. But today we're playing SHEB. Today we have gotten a second win for the side of Bang Bang, and that second win is going to put them ever so close of making it out of this group. So an important win for them for sure.
Yeah, big win there for Bang Bang. Keep themselves alive again. Big prize pool. They want to stay in. They probably saw that as a maybe an easy win or not. But either way, we're going to head to another little break here, though, as we get some more players lined up into the lobby, get those band picks set and done, and we will be back in, again, just a couple minutes.